don't you just love snow globes? I mean, I think they're awesome. I mean, you have this beautiful winter scene. And then what you do with it, you shake it as hard as you can. I can just imagine, kids, especially, I've seen Abigail and Caleb, they grab it like this, and they just shake it as hard as they can. And then you stop, and the snow begins to drift around inside. And it's just calming. It's peaceful. And you would think that shaking it so hard would actually create chaos. But it doesn't. It creates peace. And it doesn't create chaos because hopefully the little things inside are glued down strong enough so that when you shake it, you don't shake it loose. I mean, just think about that. Just think if one of, like on this globe here, I mean, if one of the houses was loose and you shook it, the house would be floating all over the place. It would be chaos. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but I feel like my life is chaos. This world is in chaos. I mean, from the day that Adam and Eve reached for the fruit and took it and ate it, our world has become more and more chaotic. It just has. And peace seems to be so distant from us at times. Not just in the world, but in our own lives. I mean, the last 3 weeks of our lives have been crazy. With Best Mom dying and the viewing and the funeral and everything we had to go through. And for Pete, I'm sure his life is in chaos. He's lost his love. There doesn't seem to be peace. It's like our lives seem like there's a little bit of that seam that's come loose. And every time it gets shaken, it gets a little more loose to the point where now all of it is just floating around in there. And it never settles back to where it was. It doesn't seem to be getting any better. I remember when I was a kid and I loved Christmas. I mean, think about it. Think about back when you were a kid and the anticipation of Christmas coming. I mean, you had Thanksgiving and you would eat and it was awesome. But then you knew that right around the corner Christmas was coming. And then all of a sudden now Mom and Dad are getting the Christmas tree out. And they're getting the decorations out. And they're trying to figure out why all the lights don't light up. And trying to get everything done in the hustle and bustle. But as a kid, we don't see the chaos of Christmas. We see the joy, the anticipation, the excitement as presents start to appear under the tree. The anticipation was there. And it was intoxicating. It was like that scene that was shooken up, and yet, everything is good. Everything is fine with the globe, and the snow is floating around, and you get that wonderful feeling. That's what Christmas was like as a kid. As we grow older, the joy and the anticipation doesn't quite seem as intoxicating as it was. Now, we have the joy of having the kids, and believe me, we live vicariously through our kids. There are toys I look at and think, oh, yeah, I need to get that for Caleb because I want to play with it. I mean, we kind of enjoy that with our children, but it's not the same as when we were kids. It's like the scene from a Christmas Story, when they come downstairs and the tree is all beautiful and it's almost like misty, It's not quite in focus because it's awesome because it's Christmas and we're kids. It doesn't have the same effect. And I don't think I could find a rabbit outfit big enough to fit me. But if you know the Christmas Story, you'll understand that. It's not the same as when we were younger. See, the trials and the tribulations of our lives, it dampens our Christmas joy. our losses, our failures, our shattered hopes and dreams, they begin to weigh heavy on us as adults. We protect our kids from that. We always protect our kids from that. As adults, it weighs heavy on us. And I can imagine on that night, that's kind of what the shepherds felt like.